Hello and welcome to the White Walkers with me, Rebecca Walker, joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello.
Hello. So on the game today we've got, thanks that Richard, we've got me playing Tyrell Crossing versus Richard playing a Stark Assault deck. The Tyrell Crossing was one that Richard just sort of threw together. I think the Stark Assault though you've sort of worked on a little bit more.
Sure.
So did you want to talk about the decks or why we're playing or?
Sure.
Go on then.
Yeah. I'd never played Stark Assault. I'd never played any Assault before this 8 Regions of Westeros tournament. So that's interesting in itself. I played it online a bit since that tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I had good success with this deck. So that's nice.
Okay.
But there will be some repercussions of this, which will become evident as the game goes on. How about your Tyrell Crossing?
This was the Tyrell Crossing deck that you tried to help me out with by building for the 8 Regions for me, and then I ended up not using it anyway.
Nice.
Sorry about that. But it was nice that you tried.
Cool. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It kind of needs more time, more testing.
Yeah, it was. I liked the concept.
You've got the drawdown. Now you just need to make it a good deck.
So I must admit, if anyone listening or watching knows me at all, they know that I hate Shadows cards. So when Richard sort of sneakily pulled out his Shadows deck and sort of tried to really casually put it down, and I was just like, what the hell is wrrong with you? And
it
then
wasn't casual. I was watching your face intently as I revealed my agenda, waiting for the penny to drop.
I wasn't impressed. And then he sets up with 2 shadow cards as well. I was like, I hate you. Why are you doing this to me?
But the whole concept of the Stark Assault deck isn't to play like the Shadows decks you hate. You know, the Shadows deck where you put 6, 7 cards in Shadows, reset, and then I play out all my cards because I've got loads of cards in Econ and you don't.
Yeah. I must admit, when as the game progresses, I did realise that. So I was less annoyed, but I still wasn't pleased. We'll just go through, though, the setups. So we mentioned that you've got 2 cards in Shadows. You've also got the Northern Armoury. I forgot the name of that other location. Where is it?
The Tower of the Hand.
I was thinking Tower of the Hand, but then I thought there can't be that because that's like a Tywin thing.
A Tywin thing?
But yeah, like, I don't know.
Well, you do know that in the very first series of Game of Thrones,
yes,
the Lord Hand,
I know.
Eddard Stark, was the original.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Cool.
And then you got a Winterfell Steward?
Winterfell Steward?
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know Tyrell cards. I don't know what I've played. What have I played?
Desmera Red Wine, Red Wine Straits, an Arbor Vineyard. Did
Cool.
we set up 6 gold? That looks like it's an Arbor marketplace, actually.
Yeah, I think it was it not 7 gold? I don't know. I remember thinking that my setup was going to be shit. I think I'd mulliganed before this as well, actually.
Yeah, that's definitely. Well, Desmera is 2.
Is she?
Vineyard is 2.
Well,
and
then,
the marketplace is
6.
2. So mine was 5 gold. I had a good setup. Winterfell Steward, those 2 locations and 2 cards and Shadows.
I was really sad when I realised that not only was your deck Shadows, but it was also Winter, because mine is all based on summer.
Yeah, but the thing is, Assault from Shadows decks are quite gold hungry. So you really need a nice economy base for them to work. So to have your summer plot turning off my northern keeps is kind of disappointing for me. It means my deck's going to be slower.
Says the guy who's just frozen solid my econ.
Yeah, I had to do that really. I mean, frozen solid is just going to sit in my hand otherwise. And I'll use my agenda there to put a card into Shadows. So the idea between the Stark Assault deck isn't what people used to think it is. Strangler from the Shadow, Grey Wind, chomp your character when they're in a challenge. It's more just to use the tempo of a card coming out of Shadows to trigger Tower of the Hand and restand one of your characters. So rather than relying on a Rob Dark trigger or Northern Armoury, which isn't reliable and consistent, you've got a card that can come out of Shadows every round to trigger the Tower of the Hand to stand a character up on the board.
Which
and
is
this
what
deck,
you do.
there aren't many characters over 4 cost in this deck. I think there's only one, maybe two, and Eddard Dark is one of them.
Okay.
The POS one.
Yeah. The one that likes to go choppy.
Yeah, and if you can stand him multiple times, well, first of all, 6 strength with Renown, so you can participate in challenges, multiple challenges with Tower of the Hand. You can also trigger Tower of the Hand in the dominant phase to stand him and then chop again.
Fun times ahead for me.
Chop, chop.
Right, this is an important part of my deck. What's her name?
Mina.
Red wine. And she's nice, so when a red wine card hits my discard or is put into play?
Enters play,
something along those lines. You can trigger to draw a card, and it's once per phase, which is quite nice. So you've got quite a lot of potential there to draw cards. Even in like taxation, when you're discarding a card for reserve.
Yep.
If it's a red wine card, you can then just draw back one up.
Yep, it's a good thing to do with your spare arbors and red wine straight that are in hand. Might get an extra, basically filter at that point.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can marshal loads of red wine cards. Even in the challenges phase, when you discard a duplicate of a claim like you have just done there, and now you're considering your reaction, you point to it, and now you're like, aha, Mina, I can trigger Mina, I'm going to draw the card.
Give me credit, it's the first time playing with this deck. So I was kind of learning how it worked.
So that's nice. And also in plot phase or draw phase, if you have a Gift of Arbor red, you can expose the top 4 cards of each player's deck, give each player a card, and then when your event goes into the discard pile, you can draw another card with Mina.
Seems good.
Going
in with an intrigue with Sansa. So I'm letting these all go unopposed because I am crossing. I'd quite like to try and do all 3 challenges.
It's good for you to let me get power on my house card.
Exactly. Oh yeah, and then you took a Randall. It's like, great, thanks for that.
Oh, surely that was good. You wouldn't want me to hit a house red wine card, would you? Because you can't draw again. Doing you a favour.
I'm really, really pleased that you hit my Randall.
Just trying to help.
Thanks, honey.
So it makes sense that I do military with Alice Sane.
Yeah, non-kneeling.
And of course, intrigue with Sansa.
So you've not got any gold remaining at the moment, do you?
Nope.
No, okay.
Well, maybe. Don't think so. But the good thing with the assault agenda is that you can put any card you want into shadow. And if it's a 0 cost card like the Rose Road or Hearttree Grove, then I could play it now, trigger Tower of the Hand to stand a character.
Yeah.
From no gold. So it's nice and flexible like that. I did actually playtest a card. There's a new card, a new pack that aren't being released for some time yet. So playtesting a card. And one of them is you put a card in the shadow from the bottom of your deck.
Okay.
And I had no gold, and it just so happened this card was the Rose Road.
Oh.
So I bring it out of shadow, trigger Tower of the Hand, stand a character.
Nice.
So that was nice.
Yeah, it worked out really well for you. I'm on my 3rd challenge. So I've done the power then, to get my crossing and opposed and claim by the looks of it. I was too busy looking at you to actually look at the board and see what's going on then.
Nice.
Thanks.
You win this round?
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like your board is a lot stronger than mine. With your 3 cards and shadows, 3 locations, and 3 characters.
So I didn't trigger Tower of the Hand this round, so I'm setting up for future round, basically.
Yeah. But I did notice that you used your Northern Armoury. So, I don't know, I find it quite interesting how you use yours. A lot of people, me included, tend to hold on to them and use them when they feel like it's a key moment and, you need that stand.
Well, I'm figuring that I've got challenge phase stand anytime I like, so I might as well just use it early while I can. Because one thing that I have found with the Northern Armour is you used to only have to worry about Greyjoys kneeling it, but now you have a lot of cards with assault.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
That keyword, and they can blank it and kneel it. So
yeah. So with the Northern Armoury, if you've got all this stand with the Tower of the Hand and the shadows, why bother paying the 2 gold for the Northern Armoury?
Setups. Assault from the Shadows is gold hungry, like we said before, so the ability to set up a Rose Road and a Northern Armory is just great. Having 2 gold modifiers on the board at the start of the game,
Okay.
which is really, really strong, I think. Especially because they're not limited.
A lot of your Stark decks tend to be, they need to be all Stark based for it to work. Is this not one of those decks? Does it matter if you've got Rose in there?
Most of the cards just all Stark characters.
Okay.
There's only one card, and that's a stand attachment that needs all cards.
Oh, okay. Which one's that?
Favour of the Old Gods.
Ah, because you were playing with that.
No one played that anyway.
You were playing that with like a couple of weeks ago when we were testing out some decks.
Was I?
I believe so.
Oh look, there we go.
There he is. And
POS
he's duped.
Ned, which POS stands for piece of shit.
And he's double duped.
He is double duped.
Awesome.
Not dying anytime soon.
Apparently not.
Although I'm sure you can Valar D him away if you can get rid of my chuds.
I'm not going to validate him away. You're going to keep him. Why would you get rid of a double duped
Well, you know,
Ned for that?
might need more characters. You might have a really aggressive deck.
My crossing deck.
One thing that always springs to my mind when people play crossing is pinch of powder.
Yeah.
So if you have a card in Shadows, I'd be quite worried at any point. And I know I'll put pinch in your deck.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah!
I mean, yeah, that could be in the deck.
With my deck, I really like the Withering Cold in this deck.
It's really annoying.
Okay, it leaves the faction card out for an extra round, but you can choose which round to use it in. The Tower of the Hand is just a trigger, so it doesn't kneel. And it can be done in multiple phases. So I could bring something out in the challenge phase, stand a character which negates Withering Cold.
Yeah.
I could bring one out in dominance phase. I could bring one out in the next plot phase or next marshalling phase at Shadow to stand more characters and regain my board again. Well, you just have yours knelt.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really important part of this deck.
Yeah, I decided this round, I had like a choice between sort of getting a bit more ball presence or trying to set myself up for the rest of the game. I decided to go putting the Arbor out to help me with the gold going down the line. I knew next turn I wasn't going to get the kneel from my location to get the gold from that. And also you Frozen Solid, the other location I had. So I thought it was a good time to, get some economy on the board.
Yeah, makes sense. From my perspective, that feels like you're going to reset next turn.
To be honest, I hadn't actually considered that.
No, but you can see why it might look that way.
Yeah, but your board isn't really like... So, like, let's say I play Valar, you keep Ned and Sansa and the Winterfell Steward, like, you lose, like, one character. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, that you're assuming I'm keeping all my cards in Shadows then?
Well, I don't know, do I? I don't know what they are.
We don't need to
One could
decide
be
if
a
you're playing
Rose
a
Road.
reset at this point, do you?
No, but you
wait
know what I'm saying.
for this round and see what happens with the Withering Cold.
Hmm.
Alythane murdered Colon.
Yeah.
Now we have Sansa going in for a 4 strength intrigue. Or is it power?
Intrigue. Look, it says on the screen.
Intrigue.
I did all the extra editing and everything. It's
Oh, I
even
never
got,
look
like,
at that shit.
Look, it's even got like who the first player is and stuff.
I don't know why you even bothered.
Spent ages doing all that shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have to rewatch the game in like slow mo and like listen to what people are saying and try and figure out what challenges they are and shit.
You do
Stuff
put
like
in
that.
a lot of effort for the 4 people that watch the video and enjoy it. Okay, 8 people.
Oh, I don't do as many real in life ones at the moment.
But we can now.
Now?
Yeah, I mean we can do as many as we like.
Well, yeah, we do have some more tournaments. We're going to get like Northampton Regional. That's going to be exciting.
Yes, we can have 4 rounds of Swiss and 2 cut games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Northampton Regional is on August the 2nd-ish. I don't know. It's a Saturday at the beginning of August.
I thought it was the 6th, but
Is it the
okay.
6th? Oh, I don't know. Oh, you got me confused now. I don't know. It's on Facebook. So yeah, if you're in England and you want to slum some cards IRL.
If June the 16th is Blackwater Bay,
June 16th is not Black Water Bay.
July 16th. Then July 30th is also a Saturday, which means August the 6th is a Saturday, not August the 2nd.
Okay, we'll go with the 6th then.
So if you want to mock me for saying June, I can mock you for saying August the 2nd.
Me,
when we know that our wedding
whatever.
anniversary is August the 3rd.
Oh my god, why? It's not, by the way. It's not. It's the 26th of July. Hope you got my present.
Do you mean June? Yeah, I got your present. What one is it? It's leather, isn't it?
It is leather.
I'm going to leather you at Thrones.
Wonderful.
Again.
At least I don't cheat entire way through a game.
Ah, but no one's noticed yet.
I don't know. Have you noticed, guys? Have
We'll
you
see
seen
if
what
they
Richard's
notice at
done?
the end. I mean, I haven't cheated this round.
Have
Yet.
you not?
Yet.
Oh. Yet?
Or at all.
No?
No, I haven't. Look, can't you see the gold on my plot card? So
No.
this is what I was saying earlier about playing online. You don't really think about your gold generation, when you're collecting gold. Your gold just appears. And you've got 8 gold for the round. You think, cool, At least that's how I play. In real life, you have to remember that the agenda gives you -1 gold, which was relevant for the first round because I used up all of my gold.
Do you have gold left over?
I do. I have 2 gold.
So do you not think that's relevant? Because 2 gold insinuates that you've got Reek or Mirror and Shadows.
Possibly, yeah.
So that will make me try and play around that kind of thing.
Yeah, but it didn't because you thought both of them were 1 cost from Shadows. And we actually
No.
said in this game...
No, it wasn't this game. It was a previous game that you told me. And then I remembered from a previous game.
That's a mistruth.
It's not a mystery.
That was very quiet, Rebecca.
Stop trying to cover up the fact that
Anyhow.
you have been cheating.
Cheating implied intent. There was no intent.
Okay.
It's just one of those things where you play online and then you play in real life. I've never played this agenda in real life. And it can contribute to forgetting.
Okay.
And we both know
We'll relabel.
that if this was a tournament, you'd get a warning too. Failure to maintain the game state. So I've used the small folk mob.
Yeah. Yeah, go on. You use small folk mobby dude to restand Ned and then choppy my Arbonite. And then you're going to use another trigger, I imagine, to restand him at some point. And just be generally mean.
Maybe. So the mob's nice. I do have the first snow of winter in this deck. Which is good because you do have some characters that are 4 cost or more.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
discarded...
Am I boring you, Rebecca? You've
No.
yawned so much.
I know, it's because it's hot and I'm just a little bit tired. So for reserve, I've discarded, Hobber or Slobber, one of the 2. And because they're red wine, I've managed to trigger to redraw that card anyway, which is nice.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't feel like this is a particularly good time for a reset. So I think now I'm just kind of... I think I was looking through my plot choices and I was like, I don't really feel like any of these are going to work. Like, I think there were things that were like, attack kind of cards, and I have no board that's standing.
I thought all your cards were summer plots, which aren't really...
Yeah, but I guess go for the win cards. So I think I ended up choosing a bit of a random plot.
Close call. That would normally draw you a card.
Yeah, I thought it was good gold to help me try and boost the board a little bit.
Yeah, because you've known your economy already, and the Arbor Marketplace is blank. You've only got the Arbor, and you need to get out some standing characters, preferably 3 if you want to make crossing.
Not with first snow.
Exactly.
So first snow, I'm going to have 8 gold so I can get maximum of 2 4-costers outright.
So I'm accepting the fact that Alisane's coming back to hand unless I draw a duplicate. But I have Shadows cards to mitigate it.
Yeah.
I can't put anything non-Shadows into Shadows because my faction card is not from the previous round.
Ah, yes, of course.
So now I'm using my economy.
Yeah, to be honest, in the last round I kind of forgot about your plot and note out my economy.
I thought... See, people still do that quite a lot. It's difficult to ascertain, particularly if you're the first player you know, you don't know what I'm going to do. So you don't know if you need to use your economy or not. So it's better to be second player on the Withering Cold turn, so you can make better choices in terms of your economy based on what your opponent done.
I mean, I was second player, but it didn't help me.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
More economy.
Look what you've done.
What?
Brought out another mob dude.
Oh yeah, got rid of Alasane.
And then stood up Ned.
I can summon her back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I run a Time for Wolves in this deck. I will post this deck up on Phone DB. It's one that I played in the 8 regions of Westeros, and I think it might have got recorded. There might be a recorded game. So I will post that on Throne DB.
Cool.
So yeah, Alasane gone, mobbed out. I'm not losing anything to First Snow. Maybe I have some gold. I do have some gold.
Worked out right for you this round, didn't it?
Even though I should have 1 gold less.
But no intrigue icons on the board.
That's alright. I'm not playing Crossing.
And it's not like my hand is
I just need to do Choppy Ned.
Yeah. My hand he can't really do much with, but Ned he can cause some problems. Remind me what his limit is? Is it non-unique or non-loyal or something?
Who Ned's? 4 cost or lower. Providing all the characters I control are of the Stark affiliation.
Okay. How come we haven't chopping my girl yet?
Because it's a dominance action.
Right.
And it's once per phase. And we're in the marshalling phase.
I know, I was just wondering why you didn't chop her earlier. In like another round.
I did.
Did you? Okay.
I feel like I might have chopped him. No, because he was not in the dominant phase last round. And I just stood him up with mob coming out.
Yeah.
So
We need
they
to
used
pay
to
more
be
attention
challenges.
to these, don't we? So I decided to get 2 4-costers out because I was able to put dupe on packs.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it means I've got claim soak at least, but I kind of forgot about your choppy thing.
Well, the first Snow is going to get rid of Mera.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chop Ned is a danger. But I guess you need to do it anyway. But you're winning. 6-5.
Yeah?
You are triumphant right now. Cock a hoop.
Cock a hoop?
Cock a hoop.
What's that?
I mean, what's that?
Never heard that.
Never heard of the phrase cock a hoop?
No.
Wow.
What's cock a hoop?
You're English, but you don't know any English terms.
Well, I wasn't brought up in like the, slums like you were, honey.
The slum. I think you'll find it more of an urban term. No, not urban. Rural term. I'm getting my urban and my rural mixed up. Right, let's have a look at cock a... Not cock a hoop.
See, you don't know it very well either, otherwise you'd be able to give me a proper explanation without having to Google it.
Cock a hoop. Adjective, extremely and obviously pleased, especially about an achievement. Rebecca is cock a hoop at being 6'5". Oh wait, she's not 6'5" up anymore. She's 9'5" down.
Such a dickhead.
What happened?
What do you mean what happened? You happened.
I happened. Nice.
Yeah.
But you're going for it. You're doing some nasty attacks.
Not nasty. I'm doing a power for 3. And you're defending with 4. And I've got like a lot of cards in hand. So I decide to sod it. I want to win the power.
You know when your opponent's thinking sod it that they're unlikely to win the game.
Hey!
Sod it. If that's
Mr.
just
Give me an extra gold per round.
such a defeatist mentality. Sod it.
So I win the power. And I get the renown as well on my dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
As Elsie would say. Nice.
And so I end the round tied with you.
Yes. No.
Oh.
Cock a hoop no longer.
And then you kill my dude.
Chop chop.
So I was very briefly back on par with you, and then you knocked me down.
Yeah.
Sad times.
Ned used to be able to kill 5 costs or lower
Yeah.
in playtesting, and then about a week before it was all confirmed, Dave Bamford got all upset about killing Ariane Martell, and
Melisandre as well, I imagine.
yeah, and he ended up getting nerfed to 4 cost, which
You
may
don't
be
see
good.
him that much though, do you? Like in play.
Who, Ned?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably. Well, everyone sees Swift Eduardo, the fast Eddie. But you don't see the core one very much except in melee, and you don't really see this one that much either. I guess Fast Eddie is just so popular.
Yeah. He's just so good.
He is good. That double renown is quick.
Especially if you can restand him.
And quick decks are popular in tournaments.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, because no one wants to be playing like a hour, 10-minute game where, you know, you've just got to the last round and then you're both playing slowly to try and think about what you're doing, and then everyone else is waiting for you.
For 5 games in a row, and you played a total of 6 hours in 5 games, and now you're tired, but now you've got to go to the cut.
Yeah.
Everyone just wants to play a quick deck so you can be done in 25 minutes and then have a half an hour rest between your next game.
You say half an hour rest, I say half an hour chinwag.
So you're obviously going to VD me here.
Yeah, it's a very VDable board.
And I'm thinking, she's obviously going to VD me here. So my play is to play Winter Festival, right?
Which is highly irritating because I literally only have one non-summer card, non-summer plot in my deck. And you managed to get it perfect.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because you're going to reset. There are no summer plot reset. Winter Festival gains me power and has enough gold to help me get a board.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get rid of Ned, right, and keep the 2 characters.
Yeah, because he's obviously not doing any work for you.
You've got too much of a noun to get rid of him now.
It really annoys me that you use Greyjoy power tokens on your Stark deck.
Where are the Stark tokens?
Packed away somewhere, I imagine. There's still quite a few Thrones bits that haven't quite recovered from our little break over COVID.
I see. Did you sell all of our alt arts and stuff?
Yes.
Nice.
We were moving house. I wanted space and I wanted money.
So we didn't get a nice holiday or anything?
No, we got a house, which is a little bit more...
We didn't have a house before, we had a tent.
I'll rephrase. We got a bigger house, a nicer house.
Oh, much and more?
Yeah, this was not a mistake, but like a misunderstanding on my part. For some reason, I thought that if I played it in the plot phase, it meant that you wouldn't be able to kneel your faction card.
Oh, you thought both players had to kneel their faction cards?
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I still think a plot phase is a good time to do it because Mina will trigger and it won't stuff up your marshalling or challenge phase triggers.
Yeah.
So I think the plot phase or draw phase is probably the ideal time to play it.
Cool. We'll go with... I did that deliberately because I just wanted the trigger.
I would have done that anyway, but now you've outed yourself. What is the opposite of cock-a-hoop? I'm going to find an antonym.
Thanks, honey.
Mm.
You're going to search for opposite of...
Yeah, antonyms for cock-a-hoop. Okay. Are we all ready? Oh, wait.
Oh dear. So just to clarify, the event gets played and then you reveal the top 4, and then the event hits the discard pile unless you're an idiot like me and shuffle it back into their deck. Luckily I realised. So yeah, putting that into the discard pile, finishing my shuffling, and then I get to draw a card using, what's her name? Mina. Mina's trigger thing.
So antonyms of cock-a-hoop, which you certainly are, is defeated, depressed, disconsolate,
they're not quite as exciting as cock-a-hoop.
dispirited, crestfallen. Whereas I am cock-a-hoop, I am ecstatic, euphoric, arrogant, boastful, cocky,
Arrogant, yeah.
conquering, victorious, winning. It's only 9-7, so let's not get too cock-a-hoop here. So you're duplicating Mina again.
Yeah, I need some claim soak.
I'm not sure if this triggers Mina, because a duplicate is considered a blank card, right? Which wouldn't have the House Red Wine trait.
Yeah. Is it considered a blank card, like, as you're playing it? It's not like...
Yeah, but Mina is a reaction. So Melisandre, if you dupe Melisandre, it doesn't trigger Melisandre, who's also a reaction.
Yeah. I was more thinking about the timing of things. So when it's in your hand, it's a card, but as it leaves your hand to go down as a dupe, it sort of magically turns into a blank card almost.
Yeah.
It has no meaning, relevance.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
Nice.
We need to phrase these things so my little brain can handle it, you know.
Little brain.
Yeah.
It's not
my
little.
Despondent,
It's
depressed,
not little. It's just smooth.
crestfallen.
It's just smooth.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding.
I'm intelligent enough to know what that means.
Smooth, unlike me.
Hmm.
Alright, card into shadow with the agenda.
Yep.
Are you still marshalling? Am I just taking
No,
action in the middle of your marshalling?
Yeah, you were taking actions in the
This
middle of
can be
marshalling.
relevant if you have like a rose road. So you could take an action, then I can ping a rose road out of shadows and get that gold, which is sometimes a nice tick.
A totally legit play. But at the moment, you won't be able to do any stun triggers, so it might be slightly wasted.
Don't need it in the marshalling phase. Done triggers.
No, but what I mean is if something was knelt and you wanted to get something stood up. You know when I'm like unsure what to do because my hands just go meh.
Dupes everywhere.
Yeah, ready for your Valar.
Which is good because you can draw cards when dupes leave play.
Also true.
There's actually a surprising amount of House Red Wine cards. So the Arbor Vineyards, Red Wine Straits, and the Arbor, as well as the Arbor Marketplace, they're all House Red Wine.
Okay.
So all those econ locations draw you cards. And if you have dupes of the unique one, Swan, Way and Tax Phase draws cards with Mina.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of characters as well. Hobber, Slobber, Mina, Arbor Knight, Paxter. Plenty of cards.
In fact, pretty much everything on my board at the moment is red wine, apart from
the Red Wine Fleet. They're the 8-cost army, and when a House Red Wine card nils, you can get a gold 3 times around. So when you nil the Arbor Vineyard, you get 2 gold plus another gold from them.
I think that's why I was so slow, because I think I had one of those in hand.
Yeah.
And I was debating if I wanted one big or 2 smaller ones where I could play around, because obviously crossing, you kind of want to have more options.
So I played out Great John.
Yeah.
House Manderley Knight, and I just marshalled a Bolton Flare.
Like, Rebecca's got a chud. Rebecca's got several
a
chuds.
chud. If I don't do a military, who am I kidding? I'm definitely doing a military with Great John.
Yeah, but you've still got the Arbor Knight as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for it.
Sod it. The universal term of I've given up, let me just do a thing.
No.
Sod it.
Sod it is like, sod it, I'm going to go out on a wing, I hope that you fuck up somewhere and maybe I can get ahead.
Sod it, let's just win a challenge. That's the sum total of my motivation now. I need to win one challenge to feel good.
No, I'm going to win all my challenges.
Sod it. I love it.
Why is this game turned into just like a take the piss out Rebecca?
That's all of our videos. You've forgotten what our videos are like.
It's been a while since we've done the original style.
You can take the mick out of me if you like.
I can't though, because whenever
I've collected
I do anything...
one too many gold every single round. I'm just the worst.
You are,
and then
actually,
I'm
yeah.
using that advantage to make you crestfallen. Make you disconsolate. Downcast.
I just...
Depressed.
I feel like I just want to go and like eat some chocolate or something and have a cup of tea.
That can be arranged. Have you got any chocolate left?
I do have chocolate left.
I know you do. You've still got a Thornton chocolate egg in the second fridge.
That's not mine, that's technically Elsie's.
Yeah, but she's not going to eat it. I won't let her. Her teeth are precious. And must not succumb to sugar. Are you okay?
I don't know. I feel like I've just sort of lost the will to live a little bit.
It's like you thought about life and then you thought, sod it.
I just don't even know what to say. Just like... So I'm doing a military with the Arbor Knight. You've defended with your knight.
For 3.
I'm like, sod it. I want to fucking win my challenge.
I think you actually said sod it as well. Sod it, I'm going to boost him. I'm going to win my challenge.
Well, the thing is, I've got Lady Sansa throws. I'm not winning a power challenge on his own with the Horace or Hobber, whichever one it is, dude. So I think, sod it. I want my 3. I want my 3 power with my Lady Sansa throws. So, yeah, I'm sorry about this long
But that's
pause.
good to know because I might not have defended a power challenge from Hobber because the threat of growing strong.
No, you knew I had Lady Sansa's rose though. And you knew I only had enough...
You got a Paxter who can make it cheap.
Yeah.
But now you played your Lady Sanders Rose, I'm not obviously worried about growing strong in a power challenge, so... But now, I'm thinking, she said, sod it. And I'm going to keep Ned standing. I'm going to stand him in the dominant phase and chop that bloody knight.
No, you're not.
Cut his head off.
I
So
can
think
promise you.
if I do a
you're
military,
not.
you'll take a dupe. Oh,
Yeah.
standy. That's Horace, not Hobber.
Well, I did say Horace or Hobber, whichever one it is.
Hobber and Slobber. That's Slobber.
Right. So, power. This is my crossing. If I win it, I get to 13.
Mina is actually the girl in between Hobber and Horace.
Really?
In the art, yeah. Everyone thought it was Marjorie Tyrell, but it was Mina Redwine.
Oh. I feel like I need to get all the cards together now and see if they will fit together. Are they like a jigsaw puzzle?
Well, you can see he's playing some sort of guitar, right? And you can see
Yeah.
the edge of his guitar just by the green eye of Mina. You know, the bent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's,
that the edge of his guitar?
yeah.
Ah,
Fucking A, right?
yeah. Learn a new thing every day.
Hmm.
There
I
you
wonder
go.
how they're related. Are they just two red wine boys trying to court a red wine girl? They brother sister? Not saying they're Lannister brother and sister like, but it does seem a bit more like they're trying to woo her together, tag team style.
I mean, she doesn't look particularly impressed.
I can't remember if she's smiling in the art.
No, she looks a little bit disgusted actually.
Well, they are pretty ugly looking gremlins. They are. I mean, they look ugly and they look probably like they're complete cretins.
Yeah.
But they are
Gremlin
knights.
cousins.
Sworn to uphold the king's peace. Help the needy. Knightly Hobber. Knightly Slobber.
I don't know
That
why.
sounds like Rebecca when
I just-
she's
I
sleeping
just
at night.
can't-
Knightly Slobber.
Oh, we.
Dribbling out the corner of your mouth.
I can't deal with you tonight. Like, I just don't know what to do with you tonight. Like, you're just on one.
Well, I've spent so much time, commentating the 8 regions of Westeros on my own that it's just like I'm so happy to be commentating with someone I can banter with.
Oh, is that what it is, honey?
Yes.
Did you miss our banter?
Yes.
And now you're just like ripping into me.
You're winning 13-10.
Yeah, I know. But
Sod
now,
it,
But now
I'll
you
say.
win. Because you do the military and oppose with Great John that uses the intimidate to nail out Mina, and then you do like the power and the intrigue and oppose, and you get your Winter Festival, you little shit, and now you've won.
Oh, I didn't even get to chop Arbor Knight. That's sad.
I know. In fact, during the game, you were like, "But I want to do a bounce. I want to chop the Arbor Knight," and I was like, "Just fucking finish the game
I was like,
already."
I want to try and finish the challenge phase on 14 power so I can do a chop. Shame.
Anyway,
I win, but I cheated with the gold thing, so be aware of what your card do in real life. Don't rely on Iron Throne. going to happen so much at Starlet when people who just practice online, they get to Starlet and people are like, oh, it's the standing phase, but I forgot my winter festival. Can I? No, you can't.
You always use that one as an example.
Yeah, there are many examples. Feast for Crows, or I forgot my XYZ. Can I? No, you can't. You have to remember your triggers, especially in the highest levels of competitive play.
Right, Richard. Let's stop being mean to
everyone. Let's stop being mean. Sod it. Let's finish. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this awesome video. If you have any questions or any bants you'd like to give us, leave a comment. Otherwise, you'll find Rebecca at the bottom of our bed weeping and crying and thinking, what has Richard done?
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.